More young people are getting depressed because phones. While I agree with a number of points presented in the video, I can't help but feel as if something is still missing. Something even deeper than the problem is phones. You're narcissistic because social media, and that's the problem. As if it's the same solution for everyone in the planet. As if this whole problem is just as simple as flipping a switch. I know what your problem is. You need to start talking to people, face to face, spend more time with people, blah blah blah. Scrolling down to the comments section and you see not everyone agrees with what you have to say in the video. That the answer is not as simple as put down your fucking phone, cure depression by just saying no to it, deny its existence. Me and plenty of people would love to have that be the answer, so we can just move on and not have to think about it. Now, you might disagree with what I have to say, which is fine. You don't have to agree with me. It's not gonna keep me up at night because I simply don't care. Here we go. Mobile phones are incredible. We now have something close to a computer in the palm of our hands, and that can be fitted into a pocket. Now, why am I saying this? With these mobile devices, information is now more accessible than ever before. Anytime we need certain information, we can have them without much trouble. Like just this morning, I found a whole library of information about philosophy, even learned a little more about the basics of the subject, all while taking a shit in the bathroom. We are also able to have a look at other people's lives, see how they solve common problems. But it doesn't end there. With this wealth of information, we now have means to have even deeper contemplation, thought, and self-reflection. We can go even deeper, so deep we find ourselves in a point where we ask ourselves, what the fuck is the point of all this? Am I meant to suffer? Is this what life is? Why am I here? What's my purpose? What the fuck am I doing here? Life used to be a lot simpler. In a way. We hunt, procreate, rinse and repeat. Then agriculture and civilization took place and the rest is history. Our problems of fighting for survival are now exchanged with even more complicated problems. And then we pass that on to the succeeding generation. Each generation is like a problem-making machine. We solve one problem but create 10 more in its place. And then we expect the next generation to solve these new problems that had never been faced before. We then blame them and resent them when they can't do it before the invisible set due date. Who wouldn't get depressed by that? By those ridiculous expectations? Every day comes with a new problem, and it's the realization that gets people. There's also this. You are now competing with potentially thousands of people, and you have no knowledge of whether or not you are going to succeed. The media likes to show the big boys, the people that might have been lucky enough to be outstanding, to be at the top. How about the people that have done the same thing, maybe doing better than those you see on the TV screens, but never really quite made it? The small fishes, the ones the media don't care about. Not a great example, but I hope you know what I meant. This is the world we live in. You are not special. You are not unique. Your parents say that to you to comfort you and make you feel better about yourself. The reality here is that there are things you can achieve and then there are things you can't, and no matter how hard you try, it will never come to be. It's simply not yours. How many chefs are out there? Probably thousands. But what are the names that come to your mind when you think about chefs? Just a small handful of names. The celebrities. Most entrepreneurial generation? Doesn't matter. Simply means you're now against thousands of people who want to achieve the same thing. Good luck with that. Nowadays, hard work doesn't quite cut it. That's not enough. You need to have connection, luck, charisma, and the other 101 factors you need, but might not have. Just work hard, don't think about it, talk to people more, and then what? After all is said and done, what's the one common thing every one of us have? No matter what type of status you have, whether or not you're Emma Watson, a wealthy individual, we all die. And after that, nothing matters anymore. So what is the point of working so hard in the first place? Especially if it's something you don't give a damn about. I just realized my entire script has been nothing but depressing stuff, so let's change it up a little. No point being a sourpuss all the time. So let's start with one of the things I love. I love my family. I love my mother. Strongest woman I have ever seen in my life. Fights every day and always makes it a point to ensure that I know she loves me. No matter what, she wants the best for me. And I am honored with having this privilege, this chance to know her, spend time with her, interacting with her, and best of all, loving her back. As well as my friends and the incredible people I have come across in my life. I am so lucky to have this chance to be me, because after the years I have left in this world, I'm never going to have this chance again. Now, another thing I love, the show Rick and Morty. A quote from Dan Harmon from the Season 3 promo, which hasn't come out yet as of this video. It's only the first episode, but here we go with the quote. Once you get through that terrifying threshold of accepting that nothing matters, every place is the center of the universe and every moment is the most important moment and everything is the meaning of life. I'm not going to say that everything is going to be okay, because I know it's tough and it's just going to get harder. But I know you will pull through, no matter what the problem is, no matter how big it is.